Pause YouTube, 6ftHax here. Have for you guys today a pretty fun and very interesting Wi-Fi battle I had against the homie WeedleTwinNeedle. Of course, you guys should know who he is, so make sure to go check him out. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to hammer that like button down below. And you guys know those competitive Wi-Fi battles I tend to upload. Well, yeah, we're gonna take that term and we're gonna throw it completely out of the window for this game because Weedle and I had this game late at night, and let's just say the thought processes aren't like 100% there. Either way though, this battle was a complete blast, so definitely go check out his side of the battle because there's some things that happened that I don't even know what was going on. So yeah, anyways, going into this game, I'm using a pretty cool team I got off of Harris's thread, and it's a PU based team with sticky webs because I like webs in PU because there's so many good things that can abuse webs. And seeing that he had no form of hazard removal, I ended up leading off with my girl Levanny turn 1. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you have to take your Pokemon to the mountains and properly train them, because turn 1 I skillfully dodge a Fire Blast, as this next turn I'm going to be able to get up my webs and skillfully dodge a second one, because it's clear that Michael does not train his Pokemon, as I'm going to be able to then knock off the specs. I skillfully dodge a third Fire Blast, and I'm going to be able to put this Pyroar down to about 30-ish% HP with him being at -2 speed. He finally has sights on my Levanny and is going to be able to hit me with the Fire Blast. But it's fine because this next turn I'm going to be able to get off even more damage on the Pyroar, putting him at -3 speed, to the point where at this I think at this point I just outspeed with like everything, so he finally is able to knock out my Levanny, as I'm gonna be able to bring in my Meowstic here. Now, thinking that he would just sack off the Pyroar here, I'm gonna go straight for the Psyshock because I really have no reason not to. Like, I could have maybe gone for the Yawn or gone for a Screen or something along those lines, but I really didn't want Pyroar to do any unnecessary damage to me. If I'm able to get up my rocks though, then Pyroar is gonna faint upon switching, so gotta watch out for that. As he switches into the Pharaoh Seed, I don't really have anything on this team that can touch Pharaoh Seed besides Passimian, and he's got a Haunter and a Gramble, so that's probably not gonna go very good for me, as I'm gonna go for the Yawn here, hoping to put him to sleep. But he actually switches into the Glade, and then instead of me being smart and going for a double Yawn, I think I end up going for the Light Screen here, expecting him to try and switch into the Haunter. But I don't really know why he would do that when I could have potentially gone for the Psyshock or the Thunder Wave there. So yeah, maybe going for the double Yawn there would have been my better play, as this turn I can switch into my Potato, my boy Probopass, which is actually really awesome because I do have the Magna-Pull ability. But for some reason, this Probopass doesn't have Taunt, nor does it have the very, very useful Hidden Power Fire. So I can literally do nothing to this Pharaoh Seed, and I can't stop him from just going for the Leech Seed or trying to hazard stack me. The good thing is though that I am able to get on my Stealth Rock, so Pyroar will be knocked out upon switching. And then I'm gonna go for the Earth Power here just to see how much damage I can actually do to this Pharaoh Seed, which is literally 0 after he goes for the Leech Seed. So this is really annoying because, again, my best way to deal with this Pharaoh Seed is my Passimian, which is Choice Banded, and I can't be locked into close combat, and that would give him a free switch into the Haunter or the Glade to potentially set up, so that's why I can't be locked into close combat. So I'm gonna try to switch out here into my Misdreavish, which does have Will-O-Wisp and have Taunt, but Michael makes a really good play here, and he's gonna go for the double Leech Seed, knowing that I'm not gonna stay in because I can literally do nothing to Pharaoh Seed. I expected him to just try and hazard stack me at that point, but him double Leech Seeding there, very solid play on his part. Now, while I could definitely try and go for the Taunt here or go for the Will-O-Wisp, I am expecting him to want to pull a switch out into one of his other walls, knowing that he can freely switch out here with his Pharaoh Seed. So I pull a double switch into my Passimian, as he's actually going to go ahead and sack off the Pyroar here, just scouting out to see what I wanted to do. Like I said, I could have gone for the Will-O-Wisp or gone for the Taunt, so that would have given him a free switch into his Haunter potentially, and that could have been a little bit scary. But because I do have him Passimian, I should be able to outspeed everything or anything that he does want to bring in. I am not adamant though, I am Choice Banded, and I think I speed tie with Haunter if he's not Scarfed, so he could have brought that in, but maybe he thought I was Scarfed. I mean, I've used the Webs team with the Scarf Mom before, so I guess it kind of makes sense. As in comes the Glade, I do a whole lot of damage to that, as I'm going to go U-turn into my Meowstic, expecting him to try and go for a close combat, but he busts out something I literally had no idea what it does. It's called Wonder Room, which apparently swaps your physical defense and special defense. I think it's the physical and special defense of all the Pokemon, but it switches the defenses of each Pokemon by themselves. So instead of me having my special defense, I have my physical defense, and vice versa, same for him. So I'm gonna try and get up my Reflect here. I think because I got up Reflect before he went for the knockoff, I'm gonna be able to get 8 turns out of it. Correct me if I am mistaken, as my light screen does go down this turn. I don't really have a reason to try and get my light screen up again, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the yawn here. There was a chance that he might have tried to switch out back into his Pharaoh Seed, or as you can see, tried to go ahead and set up in front of my face, but because I did end up going for the yawn here, I can either force him out or chew any hit that he wants to go for the following turn, and then he's gonna get put to sleep. So I'm just gonna leave in my Meowstic here, hoping that he would be able to knock me out with the knockoff, although I guess with Reflect he would have knocked me out, but he would have done more damage than obviously going for the Drain Punch. He probably expected me to predict this switch out there, which is why he went for the Drain Punch. Either way though, this Gallade is going to take a nice little nap, which I am more than happy with, because now I don't really have to deal with it as much as I had to, because obviously it's asleep. It's going to have to waste its turns trying to wake up, and I can take advantage of those free turns. So I'm going to take this chance to switch right into my Mischievous, as Michael makes another really good play here. Doubles out directly into his Haunter, maybe thinking I would try to bring in Passimian or something along those lines. Either way though, if this is not Life Orb Haunter, I can live any one hit from it, or I can potentially force him to pop a Z move. And funny enough, he thought about going for the Never-Ending Nightmare here, and he definitely should have gone for it, because obviously it would have been able to knock out my Mischievous, and he would have been able to save Haunter. That crit literally does not matter. You guys can run the calc. I'm 99% sure the minimum damage was like 103, 105%, something along those lines, if I remember the calc correctly. As in comes the Gramble, I'm expecting him to just want to go straight for the Play Rough. Like, there's literally like no other move he should go for here in this scenario, but I'm actually going to go for the Pain Split, hoping that I could take the Play Rough and then the following turn go for the taunt. But obviously, as you can see, should have gone for the taunt the first turn instead of going for the Pain Split, and now he's able to paralyze me. And let's just say some justice is going to occur for me haxing out the Pyro at the beginning of the battle. So I end up missing my Will-O-Wisp. Obviously that miss doesn't matter, because he's gonna end up going for the Heal Bell either way. That's fine though, because this next turn I can definitely go for another Will-O-Wisp and either try to burn this Gramble or burn whatever he wants to bring in, and I'm gonna be able to start getting off that residual damage as he brings in the Pharaoh Seed. I was really hoping to hit my next Will-O-Wisp, because weakening this thing or just getting off any type of damage on this thing is going to be helpful, but I get paralyzed, and it's okay because I can still outspeed this and go for the taunt, you know, unless I get paralyzed, as he's gonna go for the Leech Seed. And not gonna lie, that was a little bit annoying, but I'm pretty sure it was annoying for him to have missed 3 Fire Blasts at the very beginning of the battle. So his Pyro is not well trained, and as you can see, my Mischievous is not well trained either. So this next turn, I just want to go for the Pain Split to try and get back a little bit of HP. However much HP I can get back is going to be very useful to me, because I can still outspeed this Pharaoh Seed and potentially try and burn him if it does come down to that. And because he did go for the Heal Bell, this damn Gallade is now awake again, and I am Leech Seeded, so there's not really too much that I can do against this Gallade, because after the Leech Seed damage, I think I am going to be in range of where Knockoff is going to be able to finish me off. But because I don't want to give him a potential free chance to set up, I'm going to leave in Mischievous, which was probably a misplay on my part. Now that I think about it, I could have definitely like switched into my Probopass, because Probopass really isn't doing anything else in this battle. So I could have saved Mischievous for later to try and taunt Pharaoh Seed and then maybe beat it 1v1, but knowing my luck, I would have got paralyzed because I need to take Mischievous to the mountains. So I'm gonna make another just really questionable play here and go into my Gorbis. In hindsight, should have brought a Meowstic to go for the Reflect and then Light Screen and just sacked it off to this Gallade. That way I could have brought in Gorbis behind screens and potentially had a much safer chance in going for a Shell Smash. So what I'm actually going to do is go for the Hydro Vortex. I'm modest max special attack, and I really thought that this was going to be strong enough to knock out Gallade, but no, Gallade's special defense is absolutely absurd, and he's going to get up the Wonder Room again, leaving me wondering what he's doing, because I don't know why he didn't go. Oh, why he didn't go for the Drain Punch. I'm losing my voice, holy crap. So yeah, as you guys can tell, there's no lag in this battle, so that's really awesome. I think I figured out the issue with yesterday's battle and why there was lag. So no lag in this one, which is awesome. So I'm going to be able to knock out the Gallade here with the Ice Beam, as he's going to end up bringing in the Regirock here, which I found to be a little bit odd. The way he brought it, I had to be thinking maybe he's got the Thunder Wave, so I don't want to Shell Smash, and I missed Hydro Pump, but he busts out the Rock Polish, which I don't know what's going on right now, because things are going to get even weirder as he goes for the defense curl. Regirock, don't let your memes be dreams, as I go for the Shell Smash, knowing that at this point he most likely does not have the Thunder Wave if he's got the Rock Polish. So if I can go and hit my Hydro Pump this turn, I'm going to be able to knock out this Regirock, which I thankfully am able to hit. And now the sad part is I don't find out what this Regirock is going to do to me, because it would have been pretty interesting to see what this thing was going to do. Maybe it had Explosion for all I know. I don't really know what was going on in this battle, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So a +2 modest spectral attack. I do have a chance to 2 KO this Pharaoh Seed depending on if he's physically defensive or specially defensive. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. Hindsight, could have definitely gone for a second Shell Smash, but I have seen some Pharaoh Seed that carry Thunder Wave, Bullet Seed, or Toxic, so I was expecting one of those moves, and I just wanted to gauge to see how much damage Ice Beam would have done in general, as he just ends up going for the Leech Seed there. If he's got the Protect here, this is his perfect chance to go for it, but because he's got Dual Hazards and Leech Seed, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the Protect, so I'm going to be able to safely go for the Ice Beam here. And at this point, his last mon is going to be this Gramble, which is definitely in range of where I can knock him out with any move coming from my Gorobus, but Gorobus has to redeem himself, so I'm going to be a man, and I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, and if I miss, that's gonna really suck. But Gorobus does redeem himself, and we're gonna be able to just mollywop this Gramble, and that is going to be the victory in my favor. So yeah, very, very fun game to my boy WeedleTwinNeedle there. Like I said, not a very serious battle. I don't really know what was going on. He didn't know what was going on for like half of this battle either, but just, yeah, in the end, guys, don't let your memes be dreams, and better train your Pokemon. So Michael, please take your Pyro to the mountains and train him so he can hit Fire Blasts, because apparently nobody can hit Fire Blast when they're on my channel. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hammer on that like button down below. P4G week 14 building video was uploaded earlier today, so check that out. The match itself will be going up tomorrow on Saturday. So with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all then. So later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion, but when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears of hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.